With so many choices to choose from, credit cards can be a very difficult thing to understand. Today, we're going to talk about the different types of credit cards that are on offer so that you have a good grasp on what they are. Hi everyone, I'm PPE and this is the Peso Pro episodes where we talk about money management tips and peso tricks. Today, we're gonna dial back a little bit and try to understand the different types of credit cards so that you understand what you're being offered and what are the differences between different types so that you can find the best one that will meet your needs. Let's jump right in. The first one that you probably heard of before, which almost everyone talks about, will be travel-related credit cards. These may come in the form of partnerships with airlines and banks. So you would see sometimes specific branded cards that are tied to an airline like PAL or Cebu Pacific or any other airline. These types of cards allow you to earn miles from the purchases that you do and convert them to the specific mileage program of that airline. However, there are also specifically branded travel-related cards that are generic in nature. Meaning, wala silang partner na airline but they still allow you to earn miles on the purchases that allow you to redeem mileage from a set of different airline partners. The second type of credit card would be cashback credit cards. And as the name suggests, these credit cards are configured in a way that every time you purchase, you get a small percentage back. In some cases, some banks will give you different types of percentages for different types of spend. As a side note, every time you charge something to your credit card, the merchant or the store or whether it's an online store or the restaurant you purchase from, these merchants actually have a merchant category. The merchant category code is maintained on a merchant level and they are categorized based on the business type that they have. So for example, if you are a grocery store, you would have a specific merchant category code. If you are a gasoline station, you have your own code, etc. Each of these merchant category codes are meant so that there can be promotions that can be targeted to a specific merchant set. So for example, when a credit card company wants to run a specific type of promotion, let's say for grocery chains, they have a way to actually track that from your purchases. Through this, they are able to assign specific rebates based on the type of spend. So you would see sometimes cards offering a specific percentage rate for groceries or restaurants or medical bills or tuition fees. You name it, there are a lot of different varieties of the promotions that you can get, but essentially the merchant category code defines all of that. Cashback cards will probably be the ones that maximize the use of these merchant codes. Some banks even have tiers. So, pag itong spend na to, ganito kalaki. Or, if they say sometimes that specific spend categories have caps, meaning ito lang ang kalaki yung pwede mong makuhang cashback, they can also do that. In some cases, they will even tell you that, okay, you can do a combination of different types of spend so that you maximize the cashback that you're able to redeem from that card. A lot of cards in cashback will have a cap limit, typically on a monthly or an annual basis. So make sure that you read that fine print so that you know the most that you can get from that card and you can assess if it makes sense. The third type of cards will be rewards cards. Rewards cards are a bit more generic. These are cards that give you points, and points can be used in a different set of way. These are cards that give you points for every type of transaction that you do on your card. Sometimes they also overlap with cashback or travel because sometimes these points you can actually redeem as airline miles also, or you can also redeem them as cash credits in the form of shopping vouchers, or sometimes you can apply it as a payment to your credit card statement. Rewards cards are general, but they also give you flexibility on the way you earn and the way you redeem your points. Mas marami typically options yung rewards cards because you can use it for shopping or paying directly on your bill and whatnot. As a subset of rewards cards or cashback cards, there is a set of cards that are called co-branded credit cards. Typically, you would see this as co-branded deals with specific institutions. Some of the most notable ones would be partnerships with grocery stores or department stores like Landmark, or famous retailers like Forever 21, or you would even have sometimes a mall-wide partnership with, for example, SM and BDO, being that they are in the same group of companies. Co-branded credit cards try to maximize the essence of two brands, the bank and the retailer, para ma-maximize nila yung reach ng customer base. So for example, they can create a co-branded card for, say, Forever 21. And all Forever 21 shoppers will be able to get that specific cards with specific perks at that store. So they tend to maximize the loyal consumer base of one brand to the other para makapag-promote sila to a very, very specific set of customers. Sometimes, brands also partner on a broader scale. So sometimes, they will partner from a total chain standpoint. So for example, BDO may partner with SM and offer specific perks across multiple SM stores like Toy Kingdom or maybe Uniqlo, because these are brands that the SM group also carries. Co-branded cards typically offer specific deals because they also want to reserve those specific deals for loyal customers in their own chain. So if you actually purchase a good amount of items from these chains or these brands, then it may actually make sense to get co-branded cards also. Another subset of cashback or rewards cards will be specific use cards. Sometimes, these cards also target a specific set of customers. So for example, there may be credit cards that are targeting people who like to eat out. So there may be cards that give specific perks for dining options, all of these restaurant deals, more than the other retailers. So there may be those kinds of things as well. Or they may also come in the form of tie-ups with a specific set of retailers in that category. So pwedeng, for example, if you purchase from a set of maybe hotel chains, you earn a bit more because it's a hotel or a travel branded card. So some of these are slight variations of cashback and reward, which tries to appeal to a very specific set of audience. Another more generic type of credit cards would be luxury or elite credit cards. While these may intersect with the other types of cards, these elite credit cards typically offer a lot more perks than their normal or basic counterparts. However, when you're new to the credit card game, you will typically get the basic credit cards first. And as you prove your creditworthiness by paying on time, and especially if you have high-ticket transactions often, then banks would probably offer you a higher tier credit card, or in some cases, if you carry a big balance in the bank, they may actually upgrade you to a higher card. Upgrading you to a higher card also comes with different perks. They offer sometimes better deals on cashback and rebates, meaning you get a bit more for the same purchase, or they will also give you preferential earning rates on rewards and miles. So there are some cards that probably you will earn 1 mile for every 50 pesos, but if you upgrade it to the higher tier, you can probably earn 1 mile for only 35 pesos spend. So these kinds of perks add up, especially if you have high-ticket items. Elite cards come though with generally higher annual membership fees, and they are not to be taken lightly because this will require some level of discipline, because credit limits also tend to be much higher in the elite line. The last one, and probably one of the most uncommon types of credit cards, would be secured credit cards. And this is almost like not really a credit card. These types of credit cards are for those who are recovering from bad credit history or some level of default in the past. This means that a bank will only issue you a credit card if you secure that amount of credit limit in deposits in the bank. What does that mean? Meaning, kung medyo pangit yung credit history mo because of a certain incident in the past, banks would give you a chance to actually redeem your credit standing, but they will only do so if you put in an amount equal to the amount of credit limit that they give you. So, essentially, if you want 100,000 credit limit, you should have 100,000 in a deposit account in the bank, such that the bank reserves the right to charge against your deposit if you're unable to pay. If you were asking why would you even do that, some cases you would do that if you don't have any choice. But sometimes you would also do that to help the bank really see your credit worthiness in the longer term and hope that they will bring back your credit status without needing to have a secured card. Those are the basic types of credit cards in the Philippines. I know that we haven't gone through the specific card types yet, so stay tuned for the next few videos that we will upload in the channel. Please hit the like button if you learned something new in this video, and do hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you're notified when those new videos are out. I can promise you that we will upload more videos on credit cards on an in-depth level so that you will be able to level up your understanding and really understand how it works so that you can maximize the value of credit cards also. I hope this was helpful for you. I'll see you on the next video.